This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. I'm reunited with Jeff Mayweather over Zoom. Jeff, it's been a little bit of time. I think the last time we spoke, we made a little bet. You said that Mike Tyson would beat Jake Paul. I said Jake Paul would beat Mike Tyson. And look how it's all ended up now.
Well, the fight was scripted.
Do you think it was?
Of course it was.
I mean, scripted or not, Jake Paul still won. You thought Mike would win.
Well, I guess I was wrong.
Where are we going to go for our meal then? The deal was the loser has to take the other one out for food. We'll go Nobu
Go where?
to the Nobu.
Well, I guess we gotta wait till you come here or I come there.
No, I'm messing, Jeff. It's all good. It's all good. How's life with you, though? How's things with you?
Um, just trying to stay busy. Trying to stay busy and Team Combat League will be starting pretty soon, so I'll be doing that.
Okay, yeah, I remember you mentioning Team Combat League last time. That sounded pretty exciting. Something new, refreshing in your life. How's all the coaching going, though? How are things down in the Mayweather boxing gym?
Things are going well. Um, I'm there almost every day. So, um, got a few young fighters that I'm working with. So keeping me busy.
Okay, nice. Who are you training nowadays? Who are the three fighters you're training now? Was it Dylan Jones you were training last time?
Dion,
Dion Jones.
yeah, Dion Jones, Joseph Brown, Adonis Vera, who else? I'm training this heavyweight named Francisco. I don't know his last name.
The person you're training, you don't know their last name.
No.
Well, they're good fighters then, I guess. It's not really the be all and end all. What do you think about these rumors though? Conor McGregor versus Logan Paul in India. Have you heard about this? Your thoughts on this fight?
I've heard of it. I heard about it. I just think that I mean, what weight are they gonna fight at? Logan's way bigger than him.
Well, I guess they do what they did with your good family member Floyd Mayweather, where they had like a massive weight difference, but they just have it as an exhibition bout, so it's not an actual sanctioned fight, but it'll be an exhibition.
Well, I mean, still, even with the exhibition, because most of the time exhibitions there's really no decision. But I would lean slightly toward Conor because I don't know what um, Logan just kind of seemed like he just disappeared. I guess he was wrestling
He does a
or
lot of
something,
he
right?
does a lot. Logan does a lot of WWE stuff nowadays.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I haven't seen him because of that, and of course everybody knows wrestling is fake. So I mean, you're not doing no real combat in that. I mean, you are taking chances by the fall that they do and things like that. But I mean, but it's all scripted too.
But do you think that Logan Paul and Conor McGregor, does that go to the decision? Does someone get a knockout there, or does it go to a decision like lots of the other exhibitions do?
If what now?
Does it go to the decision? Does it go the full distance of the fight?
I think so.
Does Conor not land any tough shots? I mean, he looks pretty strong, Conor. I doubt that he'll be wanting to let Logan off the hook. I'm pretty sure he'll be trying to force a stoppage, but I guess Logan's so big, and that's the difficulty Floyd Mayweather had was that Logan Paul was so big.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big guy. So I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for it's going to be tough for Connor. I just think that Connor's been more active. I mean, he haven't done anything in quite some time, far as fighting or anything. But I still think that what he was doing is still he would be better prepared than what Logan is doing something that's not real.
Yeah, no, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Do you have a prediction though? How do you reckon that fight goes if Conor and Logan?
Um, I think that Conor would probably win if it. But I mean, there's not going to be a decision made, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what I say.
Well, if he was gonna win, I guess they'd have to stop him or knock him out. One of the two.
Right.
Either way. Let's put this then. Floyd Mayweather. Do you reckon he'll ever fight again? I know he had the exhibition fight a few months ago, the viral moment where he changed referees in between fight. Can we just talk about that for a second? Changing referees in between the match. That's something that we'd never seen done before. Did that surprise you when that happened? Did it shock you?
I mean, I'm sure that was shocking for everyone. I mean, it's shocking because they even did it.
They allowed it to happen.
Yeah, but I guess it's an exhibition. You can do what you want to do.
Well, I guess it depends what's in the contract, right?
Yeah.
If it's some part of the Floyd's team has said, okay, well, we'll control the judges, not the judges necessarily, but the referees or whatever. It's quite nuts, but yeah, Floyd does what Floyd wants, I guess. When was the last time you spoke to Floyd?
I haven't seen Floyd in probably 4 or 5 months. I only see him when he comes to the gym.
And he comes to the gym on random hours, like 4 a.m. or 2 a.m. or 12 p.m. It's never like organized, just he turns up.
Yeah.
And when he comes down to the gym, is anyone ever in the gym, or is it always empty, always booked
No,
out?
every once in a while he'll come into the gym when everybody's in the gym.
And do people stop and
So
stare? Do people stop and stare when that happens?
I'm sorry.
Do people stop and stare at him when he walks in the gym, or do they carry on doing their work?
Of course.
Do you stop and stare, or do you just say, "Hey, Floyd," and you carry on what you're doing? Carry on doing the Mayweather boxing interviews or
Yeah,
doing
I mean,
pads.
don't get me wrong. I mean, yeah, I mean, of course, I just if I see him, I just acknowledge him and I keep doing what I'm doing.
Keep the ball rolling. How are things on the Mayweather channel? How are things with Jody? I know Jody always gets a lot of hate in the comments, asking a few very controversial questions. How are things with him and the Mayweather channel? I see you doing a few interviews there.
Uh, well, Jody, Jody is a funny guy, and you know, I mean, lately we haven't done as much as we supposed to, as much as we should have been doing in terms of interviews and doing whatever we're supposed to do on the channel. I don't know. He's been. I don't want to say he's been lazy because it ain't because he's lazy. It's because I think his health is not that great right now. So he hasn't been around.
Oh, okay. I have to check up on him, see what's going on with Jody. Did you watch the speaking of boxing then? We'll stay on the professional scene. Did you see Usyk versus Fury? Did you watch that fight?
Yeah, I seen it.
Did it go the way you thought? Did you think Usyk was going to win?
Well, I that the first fight with Usyk, I thought that Fury was going to win because I didn't realize how much damage him and Deontay Wilder done to each other, and so and then he lost that first fight. But to be honest, in the second fight was so close, it didn't matter who they said won because I mean the fight was that close. I mean I thought that Fury did real well early in the fight, but as the fight went on, I think Usyk started to take over a little bit.
Mm. No, it was different. It's a lot more competitive, I think, than the first fight. Did you? One of the main talking points was the scorecards. Did you agree with the 116, 112 scorecards that all the judges had
What on this last fight?
on Usyk versus Fury? Yeah, number two, the rematch.
Yeah, well, no, I thought that that fight was couldn't have been no more than 1 point difference.
Mm.
And I mean, to be honest, from the fight that I actually saw with my own eyes, I would have been. I probably would have gave it to. I probably would have gave it to Tyson.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people were saying I thought Usyk just I think I had Usyk 2 rounds. I think about 2 or 3 rounds to Usyk. I can check back at my scorecard, but yeah, I just scored at Usyk. But you can see why a lot of people would think that Fury would win. Canelo Alvarez has been very, very active recently. Jake Paul's called him out numerous times, and that Canelo hasn't brushed Jake off as much as he used to. Is that a fight you reckon would happen, Canelo and Jake Paul?
That fight's not gonna happen.
Never?
I
No?
mean, don't get me wrong. The fight could happen because it's a ton of money, but I don't think that right now Canelo is gonna waste his time fighting a YouTuber when he got fighters that he got fights that he got a mandatory this that what is it, defense.
Hmm.
He got the defenses that he gotta take care of. I
But can you
mean,
see it happening towards Canelo, the end of Canelo's career?
I'm sorry.
Can you see that fight happening towards the end of Canelo's career?
Probably so. Yeah, he'll cash out.
And does that fight happen at a heavier weight, or does Canelo say, "You come down to my weight," and Jake Paul have to go down to his weight, a 168?
Canelo is going to tell him he's going to have to come down to his weight. I don't think Canelo's a boss. He's not going to take orders like everybody else.
Mm. Yeah, then maybe I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe Canelo goes back up to 175 to fight Bivol in the rematch, and then after Bivol fights Peterbiev, and then you never know. It's one of those things. A few more questions, kind of staying on that sort of topic. Does Floyd Mayweather fight again? Do you reckon? Is that something that he always be doing, or has he had enough now?
I have no idea. I mean, like I said, I mean, I don't necessarily see Floyd very much, so we don't really get a chance to talk very much, and so I don't really know what's going on with him. I know he's doing things that to better his life, like buying homes and buying different things, and so I mean, I don't know exactly what he's doing. So I mean, I don't, and I haven't seen him in quite some time, and I haven't heard about him talking about doing any more exhibitions. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't know, but I haven't heard anything.
I know that KSI's team would be happy to make their fight with him, KSI versus Floyd Mayweather. Do you think Floyd would be happy? Do you think Floyd would be interested in that one? We all know that Floyd fought his brother Deji.
Um, I mean, that's a fight that possibly could happen, but I mean, it's gonna somebody's gonna have to start making some noise for the fight to happen. Because I mean, I think the longer Floyd waits, I think that he's gonna just say, I'm finally retired."
But do you think Floyd said that many times? Floyd was always retired and come back. So how do we know when he says, "I finally retired"? How do we know that's final?
Well, like I said, I mean, I think that if he's not, if it takes like maybe a year or so for something to happen, I think it's going to be over with because I don't think he's not going to want to train to even do that again anymore.
Hmm. Yeah, like the longer he has out the ring, the less chance it has of happening.
Yeah, the less chance I think of him coming back.
Hmm. Do you think for that fight, KSI versus Floyd Mayweather, they do like a press tour, like McGregor versus Mayweather, have them go to different countries, different cities, having different press conferences to promote it?
I mean, I think that would be the right way to do it.
But would it be on? Would that fight be on Floyd's terms, or would it be more on KSI's terms? Whose terms would that be on?
Come on now, you ain't got to ask me that.
But in a fight like that, would Floyd have the power to change the referee like he did in the Gotti fight if Floyd is fighting KSI?
I have no idea. Nobody knows because that never happened. That never happened. But I mean, fortunately, it was an exhibition fight because it's never been done in a real fight.
Hmm.
Not that I know of.
We know that Floyd was kind of playing around with Deji. Do you think in the KSI fight he'd play around with KSI, or would he try and force a stoppage, or would it be a lot more competitive than the Deji fight with KSI being maybe a little bit more
Well,
skilled?
I think he'll have to be a little more serious with KSI. But but I mean, of course, he's still gonna have fun. He's still gonna be himself.
Do you think Floyd has stopped KSI, or do you think it'll go a distance? How would you see it going?
Uh, well, it's gonna be an exhibition, so I think it's gonna go the distance.
But Floyd and Deji was an exhibition, wasn't it? And then Floyd stopped him in the last round.
Well, he ain't as good as his brother.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Do you ever see Jarvis down in the Merba gym? I know he trains down there quite a lot.
Yeah, I see him. I see him almost every day.
Oh, really? So you know him well? Do
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Do
I
you know?
know
Do
him.
you know Jarvis well? Now you've seen him a few times.
Yeah, I know him.
Is he more of the highly skilled YouTube boxers there are out there?
Yeah, he's a decent fighter. Yeah, and I mean he works with good fighters.
Mm.
So I mean, sometimes good fighters you get in there with show the reality that he's not on a professional level. If because one of my fighters has done that to him before, and but still, I mean, he's one of those guys that once he gets in that ring, I mean, he fights hard. He fights with everything he got.
I know he's always sparring Kamal Morton. Have you ever worked with Kamal Morton? I know he's been in the Merva gym for a long time. He took on the pads or kind of coached him in the ring. Have you worked with Kamal?
Say it again now.
Have you ever done any work with Kamal Morton?
Oh no, no, I haven't.
Is he boxing his next top prospect?
Who? Camille?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with Camille. I mean, he was supposed to be on that I guess Ryan Garcia's card, and it ended up getting canceled
Mm.
or postponed anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. And he missed weight quite a lot, didn't he, recently? I saw that going around
Oh yeah,
on Twitter.
that was far fetched right there. I don't know what happened,
But
but I mean, the kid is he is growing. I mean, because when I seen him after he came back from when all that stuff had happened, when I seen him, I looked I looked at him and I was like, wow, this kid is getting big. And I mean, so that's what it is. It's just that I mean, he's a kid and he's still growing.
hmm. No, he's very young as well. He's only 18, that's correct? Or is he 19?
Yeah,
He's 18.
18.
18, yeah, blimey. So can I move up through the ranks? Um, what do you reckon about the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia situation? I know they're both in a lawsuit, but it's kind of one of those things where that rematch will sell so many pay-per-views that it's bound to happen again. Well, where do you think that ends up? Do you reckon they will fight again, or do you reckon they just fight in the ring or in the courtroom, or both?
Um, it, it might be both, but I think that Devin would probably want to try to prove himself. Like the first fight was more like a fluke or something. So I think that he would rather fight than win in the court and win in the court.
Do you see their first fight as a fluke, though? I mean, Devin getting knocked down 3 times to Ryan Garcia, or does Devin Haney have to say it to himself that it was a fluke so he can move past it?
Well, I think Devin's a much better fighter than people seen on that particular night. But I mean, one thing about boxing is that you can't have no bad days. When you have bad days, that's what's going to happen. And I mean, these guys have already fought each other 6 times, and so I think that um, I mean, still, I mean, that was kind of like a very one sided fight. So I mean, I still lean toward um, Ryan Garcia, but I know Devin can be much, much better than what he did, and there's a chance that he probably could win. If I mean, but the one thing is this is that I mean, Devin knows, like everybody else knew, that Ryan has a a very, very, very good left hook that can cripple you, and, but he got caught with it because he didn't. It was like he didn't even prepare for it. Which is weird to me because I mean I used to train Devin a long time ago, and Devin is he's a good kid and he listens well. So I don't know what happened and why he didn't prepare for what everybody knew already was coming.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a question for kind of Devin Haney's camp. Staying on the lightweights though, Gervonta Davis says that 2025 will be his last year in boxing. Do you believe him? Will he
Yeah, I
retire
believe him.
next year?
I believe him.
He's
I
still so
believe him.
young though.
He's been talking about retiring for about he's been talking about this for a while. So yeah, I believe him. I believe him. I mean, he should have definitely be financially secure, and I think that's the only thing that's why he's still fighting, is he want to be make sure that he's secure, and he said he wants to spend time with his kids and things like that. And I mean, and that's good. I mean, I think it's great for a kid to be, I mean, well, he's not a kid. I mean, he's almost 30 years old now. So, I mean, basically be able to retire and be able to enjoy his life with his kids.
Mm. But do you think that it will be a little bit of a shame that a fighter that well known, that so much of a star, a pay-per-view superstar like that will retire when he's still got a lot more to give?
No, I think it's better to walk away. I think it's better to walk away with your legacy intact rather than just keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting. Then all of a sudden, something happens, and then you know what happens. Then you never get a chance to retire because once you get a loss on your record, you're going to keep fighting. You're going to keep fighting. You're not going to want to stop because now you got to try to rebuild your fan base that you already had, and plus you want to try to beat that person that beat you.
Hmm. Yeah, true.
So I think that is best.
Get out while you still can, you know?
Yeah.
Hmm. No, he's made a lot of money. Good on Gervonta Davis. Anything else coming up for you, Jeff, before I let you go? Anything else before the new year?
Um. No, not really. I mean, basically, just like I said, I'm training. A few young fighters coming up, and hopefully, I mean, right now, like I said, I'll be doing Team Combat League soon. That's not starting until March, but I'll do that. I'll do another season of that, and then hopefully, um, by then I can have somebody that's going to be fighting, in the ranks.
Okay, wow. So 2025 will be a busy year for you then.
Yeah, I think so.
Have you got any personal kind of goals or targets for 2025?
Um, Basically, I think my biggest goal is to try to maintain my health so I can continue to do what I'm doing and be able to help the fighters that I'm training, to to the best of my ability.
Hmm.
So I mean that's kind of where I'm at now, is just basically um wanting to continue to train these young fighters and see how far I can take them.
No, certainly good. It's giving back, which is also nice to see. But a question just
Yeah.
popped into my head before I let you go. The new Undisputed boxing game came out that you're in it. Have you played it yet? Have you played as your character?
No, I haven't. I don't think I'm not a fighter on there. Am I? I'm a coach, right?
Oh, you just a coach on the game then?
Yeah, I'm a coach.
Okay. Would you want to be a fighter in the game?
Maybe I. Nah, I don't think I deserve to be a fighter.
You were world Jeff.
To
You were
be a
world
fighter.
champion.
Yeah, I mean, I know that, but still, but I just don't. I mean, there's so many other champions that are, that have done way, 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 way more than me. So, I mean, I can take that back seat and not be shameful of it,
No, that's fair enough. Fair
But
enough
I think
indeed.
that, but as a coach, I think that I've done a great job as a coach, and I've trained, six world champions, and I mean, and I had two heavyweight champions of the world. So yeah, I mean, as a coach, I mean, now I'm on a different level. I'm on a different level with a whole lot of trainers. Some of the trainers that's been in the game for a whole lot longer than I have.
So you're proud that you're recognized more as a coach than a fighter.
Yeah, I think so.
No, it's good. It's good indeed as well. And you're world champion boxer and trained to multiple world champions as a coach. So yeah, quite a good resume you got there, Jeff. You haven't done too badly.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, but Jeff, I do appreciate it and all the interviews you've given me in 2024. And yeah, I'll see you in 2025, mate. Always appreciate your time.
All right.